Hi everyone, this is Penny of Silver Sun Astrology.
Here with your August 2024 full moon horoscopes. So this is a supermoon. By some people's definition, it is also a blue moon. The transits are extremely intense, really trying and testing us. So I'm gonna read the horoscopes that I wrote. I'm also gonna go ahead and draw a love card for each sign. Saying if you decide you want to read the whole thing, it is on Facebook as well as Patreon right now. I normally put them on Patreon. That's what I normally do, but I've been having some issues with Patreon, so I decided to totally make them public for this month at least. So here we go. The date of the full moon is August 19th at approximately 2 p.m. EST. And amidst the intense energy of the Mars-Jupiter conjunction, many of us have unleashed hurtful words towards those we care about, perhaps without fully grasping the consequences. These words, like sparks, ignited triggers on both sides, leading to an emotional and cognitive upheaval. Right now, heightened emotions and lingering frustrations remain prevalent, adding to the complexity of the situation. As we work to untangle these misunderstandings, some of us may come to a difficult conclusion that parting ways is the best path forward. The growing sense of instability challenges our identities, particularly for those born under the strong influences of Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, or Taurus. So that means if you have Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus, Mars, any of your big six really in any of those signs. This period calls for introspection and the courage to face the shifting dynamics within our relationships. Read your horoscope to illuminate how this transit affects you. So one thing I do want to clarify is for all the mutable signs as well, not just the fixed signs really, there's a lot of stuff going on, which is why this is affecting so many people in such an intense way. And even for the people who don't have hard aspects to it, I noticed that for a lot of them, it's just difficult house transits really. So when I started looking at these horoscopes, I'm like, wow, everyone is going through it. And I'm just like trying to tell everyone, just be a little more patient with everyone else right now, because this has been rough stuff. So I'm gonna start with Aries. All right, I'm told to stop shuffling and that the readings are ready. So Aries, true love. You got true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. True and lasting love is here for you. Okay, so when I get cards like that, I'm always like, okay, but who is it? Because sometimes we are in a situation where there's just like one person involved, but that is fairly rare. Okay, so Aries, here's what I wrote for you. With your vocal power at its peak, it's easy to inadvertently offend others. As you pursue significant lifestyle changes, you may find that the paths of those around you no longer align with your own. In your efforts to communicate your needs and the new commitments you've made to yourself, your message might be drowned out by the noise and misinterpreted as a personal attack. So that's one of the things creating a lot of relationship challenges. Aries, I highly recommend you read the horoscope for anyone you're interested in right now as well. And there's more that you can read about your own sign as well if you go to my Facebook or my Patreon. Taurus, you got balance. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. So it really sounds like this is preparing you for a healthy relationship. And whether you're gonna be with someone you're already with, who you've already met, or you're gonna meet someone new, you're still in this preparation phase for a healthy relationship. And here's what I wrote for you. A challenging friendship may be triggering you. Despite your efforts to be a source of support and security, you're growing weary of being the go-to only when problems arise. This person seems to mishandle their resources and continuously burdens you without respecting your feedback. As you aim to make significant changes in your life, you may find your intentions are wavering. You have a vision of a better future for yourself and your community, yet manifesting that vision into reality feels elusive. So it's really like, you know what you want, but it's just like, how is this actually going to play out in reality with like the characters that we have on stage right now? It might feel like you have the wrong cast for what you are trying to accomplish. If you want to read more of your horoscope, it is on Facebook and Patreon. Gemini, what'd you get? Nothing has gone wrong. It's profound. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. So something right happened, but it might have felt wrong. Here's what I wrote for you. You may feel capable of handling it all, but the high levels of stress you're carrying has started to take a toll, both mentally and physically. Your family wants to support you, but your unmet needs remain unspoken, buried beneath your busy schedule. Okay, Gemini, go ahead and read the rest of your horoscope. I'm gonna move on to Cancer now. Cancer, you got new love. Lucky you, Cancer. A new chapter begins, whether it is with a new partner or in a current relationship. Either way, that is very exciting. Here's what I wrote for you. Your inner world feels like it's crumbling as you desperately seek a sign that things aren't as bleak as they seem. You crave reassurance, but find yourself met with demands and expectations instead. Though friends care deeply and wish to comfort you, their support may feel distant and insufficient right now. It's hard to shake the feeling that no one has your back the way you truly need them to, leaving you to weather the storm alone. Yet within this solitude lies an opportunity for profound spiritual growth. And there is a little bit more that I wrote for you, Cancer, if you want to go check that out. Leo. Forgive and release. You are stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. But dang, isn't that hard? Okay, here's what I wrote for us, Leo. Your ambitions are grand, but you may have expected more from others than they were ready or willing to give. As you face potential disappointment, remember to glance over to the new doors that are opening for you, both in your career and love life. Financial blessings are just around the corner as powerful allies recognize your worth and are eager to elevate you, whether in business or romance. Leo, if you want to read the rest of your horoscope, go check it out. Virgo, pay attention to the signs. The synchronicities you have been noticing are not coincidences. I'm a Virgo rising and I'm like, what's synchronicity? That gives me a lot to ponder, really. No, I know what it's talking about now. It took me a minute. I know what it's talking about. Okay. Girl. Okay. Virgo, here's what I wrote. You're finding yourself reevaluating relationship dynamics yet again. That Neptune in the 7th house going on, still happening. Questioning whether your only true unwavering love comes from a higher spiritual plane. As you push for positive changes, it's becoming clear that the pieces of your life puzzle aren't fitting together as smoothly as you'd hoped. The desire for both a relationship shift and a career transformation is overwhelming, having you feeling stretched thin. Virgo, if you want to read the rest of your horoscope, go ahead. Link will be in the description. Libra, divine timing. Divine timing. What is this divine timing? Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. All right. Here's what I wrote. Your ambition to elevate your life is powerful, but it may be leaving you feeling disconnected from the more mundane aspects of daily existence. Striking a balance between your intellectual pursuits and the demands of everyday life can be challenging, especially when it feels like there's little room left for love. But we have this divine timing card, so something's going right. There may be underlying turmoil in your relationships, issues you've been hesitant to confront. And if you want to read more, go for it, Libra. I'm going to move on to the next sign for now. Next is Scorpio. Magnetic connection. That's very Scorpio. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. Well, that sounds nice. All right, here's what I wrote for you guys. If you have planets in the late degrees of Scorpio, you might be feeling the weight of particularly challenging energies right now. Your focus is intensely directed towards your goals, but the foundation of your partnership is causing disruptions and your living situation may be urging for a change. Okay, so Scorpio has the most challenging transits of any sign right now, but if you're in like the early or mid degrees of Scorpio, you might not be feeling it as bad. But if you're in the late degrees of Scorpio, or your moon or your Venus or whatever is in the late degrees of Scorpio, if you have friends in the late degrees of Scorpio, like go check up on them, go make sure they're okay and be there for them, okay? Because they need some support right now. I'll read a little bit more before I move on to the next sign. You may find that all your emotional triggers are being activated and you're struggling to regain control amidst the chaos. The cycle of trauma can be especially tough, and even friends who try to support you might seem inadequate in helping you break free from it. A persistent toxic habit could be preventing you from forming deeper connections, partly because you find comfort in this indulgence. So even if we're going to try to help our Scorpio friends, we need them to meet us halfway right now because there's something really, really intense going on with Scorpio. Okay, there's a little bit more to read if you want to check it out. Links in the description, but I'm going to move on to Sagittarius. Make the effort. What? You just have to make the first move. It sounds like this love is worth taking risks. You are called to move forward. Okay, here's what I wrote. The intense energy you've invested in others, aiming to share goals and build meaningful connections, may have led to feelings of bitterness and frustration. The reciprocity you hoped for seems elusive, and the connections you seek might feel farther away than ever. While forging strong supportive bonds is possible, it's important to shift your approach. And then there's more for you to read if you want to check it out. All right, moving on to Capricorn. They are the one. It says you have already met the romantic partner you seek. And here's what I wrote. A powerful opportunity is presenting itself, one that calls for vulnerability, openness, and unconditional acceptance. However, embracing this may feel at odds with your Capricorn nature, which prefers hard work, safety in the form of controlling the risks, and self-reliance that eliminates the uncertain variables of life. As a result, you might resist this chance for growth, laying down strict boundaries and creating further distance. Ooh. And then on top of that, we got you are the one, or they are the one. So you might really want to look into this Capricorn. There is a little bit more to the horoscope if you want to check it out. Next, we have Aquarius. Overthinking. That's very Aquarian. This says playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which weren't there at first. Oof, such a human problem to have though. Okay, Aquarius, here's what I wrote for you. You're driven by your passions, yet feel bound by them. The restrictions and constant threats to your sense of security are frustrating, but you can't help but invest your energy into what you love. Your heart aches, but it's clear that boundaries must be established. As you move into this next phase, you might have to let someone down, a prospect you don't relish. The world has felt unstable, and you can't continue to be a rock for someone who never offers you the same support. You're seeking relationships that not only transform you, but also make you feel secure. You desire to be fully supported, not just expected to be the one providing support. And Aquarius, there's a little bit more for you if you want to read the rest of your horoscope. Pisces. letting go. If someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. I love the way that's worded too. You need to reassess their access to you. Should you continue giving this person access or not? And here is what I wrote for you, Pisces. You hold the key to understanding, serving as a welcoming presence for those in need. Mystical powers within you are being unlocked. As your hidden talents come to light, numerous opportunities are beginning to unfold for you. Transcendent conversations are deepening your connections with others, allowing you to engage with the world on a profound level. This newfound engagement may pull your focus away from your daily tasks, which can be difficult because you have a bit of a balancing act to work on. So there's like the health side and the spiritual side, and there's some stuff needing to be balanced. So Pisces, if you would like to read the rest of your horoscope, check the description below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I managed to do this in under 20 minutes, which is impressive because it's all 12 signs of the zodiac. It took me about 2 days worth of work, probably no more than 16 hours to write these horoscopes. So I really appreciate any love and support that I get for them. I do this because I am addicted to it, and like no better reason for that. I just feel so intensely called to do these every month, really about every 2 weeks, for every new moon and every full moon. And it's like I'm bound to it, and I just have to do it. So I do it anyway, even though, you know, whatever else is going on, I try to make sure that I get these horoscopes done as well. So when I get a comment and I hear from anyone that like they're actually enjoying these and like what I go through is for a reason, it makes me feel better. So please do comment below, and thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.